everybody, what's happening? Matt Jinks here, and it's been a while since I've done a rudiment video, but I recently picked up a few new students, so today I'm going to do a rudiment video and go over some of the rudiments, or as many as I can, more than a few, on the Percussive Art Society rudiment sheet. I get that close enough. Percussive Art Society rudiment sheet. So I handed a few of these out, and some of them, of course, I added some of the single stroke 2s, 3s, 5s, and 6s to them, and I don't know if you guys got those. So what those are, simply enough, self-explanatory. A single stroke 2 is just 2 single strokes with 2 equal value rests in between each of those, just like all the other ones. So if you have just 2 single strokes, right, left, you do 2 equal value of rest in between those of this whatever tempo you're going. So 1, da, 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 right, left, da, 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 da. Make sure to subdivide like I'm doing in between all your patterns. Da, 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 right, left, da, da, right, left, da, 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 da. If you want to speed those up, just make sure you play them lower, keep holding on, all the technique stuff that I explained to you. If you forget anything, you can always refer back to some of the other technique videos that I told you to look at. Okay? So left, right, same thing. Left, right, da, da, left, right, da, da, left, right, da, 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 left, right, da, da, left, right, da, da. Okay? Now the same thing with the single strokes 3, even though it would be in 5/8, still do them both ways. I didn't do that with the 2, but always do them the same way, starting on the same hand, and alternate. Okay, so same with same hand, even though it's odd and you naturally want to switch hands every time, first stay on the same hand all the time. Okay, so right, left, right, da, da, 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 left, right, left, 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 da, da. And you can alternate. Okay, so that was the single strokes 3, and like I did right there, that's like the beginning of most licks, not most licks, but some licks on drum set. It's a very versatile lick. It's handy. Okay, handy way to start things. Handy way to, you know, incorporate roughs and drags, grace note things. So get real used to learning the single stroke 3, just like dream the single stroke 3. Okay. All right. So that takes us to the single stroke 4, which is of course part of the actual rudiments. Okay. Of course, the single stroke roll is number 1. If you can't master that one, all right, just don't go on. All right. Make sure you max out your single stroke roll. Without having to use any arms, just get used to using your wrists. Just right, left, right, left, right, left. Just make sure you can go whatever tempo that you need to go with staying in control. Okay? Just make sure you can always stay in control of whatever tempo you're at. Make sure you got a good controlled sound, and a good controlled sound is linked to feeling the same impact, the same shock in your hands from hand to hand. Okay, if you feel like each stick is hitting the same with the same strength, the same power, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get the same sound out of both sticks, right and left. You're going to have the same height, you're going to have the same sound, everything's going to look the same, okay, same everything, okay. Alright, even if you're playing traditional grip, you're going to get the same impact. You might, because you're holding the stick differently, but you're still going to get the same impact out of, your arms, okay? Not necessarily your hands, but your arms, your wrists are going to feel the same, okay? Even though it's turning, you're still going to feel the same thing, alright? Alright, so that's a single stroke roll, so make sure you max that out, all different heights, all different speeds. Okay, so single stroke 4, the same thing, starting with the rights, keep those rights going, right, left, right, left, then alternate it, The single stroke 4 is used as almost a rough, back in the old days, like a pickup line. Pickup line, did I actually say that? A pickup, like a rough to a pattern, some of the older drum cadences, stuff like that. So make sure you dream that one as well. Alright. Then in between there we added the single stroke 5s, which are just single 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't think 1E into 2. Think the straight counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now that one also is another drum set lick. You might see it in some of my solos that I play. It's at the beginning of the lick, probably on a snare drum, or on the first tom. It's a good hand-to-hand thing to do between your hi-hat and your snare. Between the ride and a snare drum. I mean, it's another one of those all-around rudiments that you play. You might not think of it, okay, I'm going to play a single 5 here, but it's one of those rudiments that are used to play it. Rudiments are a language of drumming, so if you don't learn the actual, the ABCs of drumming, you're not going to learn how to speak the language, okay, when you get to a drum set. Okay, so all you beginners out there, hey mom, hey dad, buy me a drum set. I want a drum set. I want to learn how to play drums. Now, learn the rudiments on a practice pad with a pair of sticks. If you can learn to do all that, and get all through that with both sides, front and back, and just, make this pad start singing and smoking a little bit, then you can talk about dumping, all the time and effort into mastering a drum set, because that's a whole another, years and years of your life learning how to do that. Okay. The next thing on the rudiment sheet would be the 6 that we added. Now this you could actually count in 16th notes if you wanted to. So this one you could try to do like both ways. If you don't know what 16th notes are yet, You could just count them as straight notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can count them as 16th notes, because the 8th note rest is still a 2-note value of the 16th notes, and you still get, the same time of rest. 1 E and a 2 E and 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 1 E and a 2 E and. All right. Whoop. Here we go. All right. So use those like so. And single stroke 6s is really just a single stroke 7 without the release. Alright, so here we are, single stroke 7s, which is 2 triplets put together with the release. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And you still have your 2 notes in between, to either stay on the same hand or alternate hands. Okay? Alright, now that's the first, right there, that's the first A section of rudiments. Alright, and we breezed through that in like 12 minutes. Okay? Pretty much blew through that section. Now, really you should spend at least 30 minutes on just those first 3 rudiments. Okay, at least every day. I would suggest even an hour every day on just those first 3 rudiments. Alright, so let's stop it there for now, and I guess the next video we'll move along and jump to the next section, which is starting to talk about the buzz rolls and the multi-balance patterns and regular rolls and all that. Okay, so till next time, practice up on the pad and keep drumming.